The universe rewards men with self-control, which means someone who has full control over his body or is not bounded by any kind of addiction. And in this video, I am gonna help you guys to become that guy. We are gonna start by discussing my own journey with addictions, and then we are gonna move on to the root causes of addiction, that what actually causes them. After that, I am gonna give you a whole strategy on how to overcome them. And in the end, there is a bonus section which you wouldn't wanna miss. So stay till the end, let's get started. So I had a gaming addiction in the past, and it started when I was 12 in the face of COVID-19. I started off as a really fit and really strong kid. I had a really nice routine. I used to go out, I used to have fun with my friends, I used to do everything I can. I had quality friendships with people. Now as soon as I got into gaming, I was addicted to PUBG, and it affected me so much because of me sitting on the bed for 10 to 15 hours a day, making me a fat pig. And that's not it. It ruined the state of my mind. Whenever I was trying to sleep, or in school, or with a family member, or at a restaurant, I was never in the present mood, because the only thing which was going on inside my head was that how do I reach Conqueror? Conqueror is basically the biggest tier in how do I get top 7,000 in the world rank. Now me thinking about the game 24/7 led me not being present in the moment, which made me feel disconnected from the world. Now I have seen this kind of kid in my school. Everyone's trying to grow up, everyone's trying to get good grades, or focus on the lesson, or maybe make some new friendships. But this guy, when you look at this guy, he's gonna be looking out the window and he's gonna be thinking about how many kills he got in Rainbow Six Siege. And then you're gonna approach him, instead of saying hi, he's gonna start yapping about how he had sleepless night yesterday and how he's so lost. And he's every time gonna say, I am literally so lost, man, I didn't sleep last night. He thinks that this is cool, but me from a third party perspective can sense that you are absolutely stupid for feeling proud of not being present in your life. Now getting back to the story, I was extremely addicted to gaming until I had with a realization from this guy called Hamza that I realized if I continue doing this, I'm never gonna get anywhere in my life, and I'm gonna never become my best self. And on that day, I decided that I'm gonna throw gaming out my life. And I took these 3 steps and a bonus step, which is gonna help you guys to quit any addiction you want. Starting with our first step, that how an addiction works. We have to realize that addictions are caused by the primal desires of a human being. And when they're not being matched, we hook ourselves to the closest alternatives. Now let me explain it through an example. For example, you have an urge to watch porn. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the website, but instead of going to the website, this time you're gonna take this table and you're gonna see which primal desire is it affecting. In terms of porn, it's affecting your social desire, which means that you lack social interactions with people. You lack people in your life. You don't have enough friends, or you don't have enough connection with your family, or you're feeling lonely at the current moment. So this time you're gonna replace that activity to the closest alternatives by going out, talking to different people, making new friends, maybe cold approaching people, or getting yourself on the social media and interacting with people online. This is the closest alternative of watching porn. And when you continuously do that alternative in your mind, when you have that same kind of emotions, instead of watching porn, you're going to do the alternatives. And that's how habit replacement works. If you're enjoying this video, hit the sub button and share it to someone who you know needs the most. You know who that guy is. And wait for the end, there's a bonus point coming up which you wouldn't want to miss. Moving to the step 2, which is about knowing how an addiction works. So the addictions are caused by dopamine loops. For example, you are on your baseline point and you do an activity which gives you a dopamine spike. You are on this top, but that spike is not going to last for long. The spike is going to drop even below your baseline. And when it's below your baseline, you're going to feel much more terrible than you were feeling before. And then you're going to crave that you want to do that activity again to feel that happiness. Then you do that activity. You get another dopamine spike, but it goes even below your baseline. Then you do it again, then you do it again, and then it becomes your habit. And this thing is not called a habit, it's called an addiction, because you are doing it again and again to constantly get a dopamine spike, which can ruin your state of mind and can fuck your brain up. Now you don't have to feel sad about it, because literally everyone on the planet is suffering from the same problem. Me, my dad, my family, my mother, everyone is suffering from the same problem. And the only way to fix it is to fix your baseline. And your baseline is a state of your mental health. You have to improve your mental health. And your mental health can be improved by these 3 activities, which are meditating, journaling, and socializing with different people. If you want to learn more about these 3 topics, I have listed a video in the description which is going to teach you everything known to humankind for meditation, journaling, and socializing. Moving to the 3rd step, which is making yourself so busy that you do not have time for these addictions. And it can be only be done if you fill your day with different activities. You want to add so many activities in your routine which can distract you from the main addiction, and you totally forget about it, leading you to become the best version of yourself in all aspects of life. For example, to distract myself from gaming, I started meditating, exercising, journaling, editing, going out, walking, going to the gym, fixing my diet, going up. Everything! I did basically everything which can fill my day so that I do not game. And it actually worked. Within a month, I lost interest in gaming. I lost interest in something which I was doing for 3 consecutive years for 15 hours a day daily. And it worked for me. And if it worked for me, it's gonna work for you. So these activities didn't only let me lose interest in gaming, but it also improves my mental health, my physical health, my social interactions with people, my communication skills. And now it's here, the bit. You have been waiting for the whole video, the bonus section, the last and the fourth premium part, which is going to help you to improve your ability to quit addictions even more, which is to start being more accountable and reducing the intensity of your addictions day by day. Now take this example. You go to the gym daily. When you go to the gym, you're not going to do a 200 kg deadlift. Instead, you're going to start with the bar, and each day you're going to add a weight. 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg, and after a year, you're probably doing something like 150 kg compared to someone who has started and failed and then has never been to the gym before. Now you have an action step. Get yourself a chart paper and a really nice sketch pen, and then with a sketch pen on the chart paper, make lots of lines which can fill in 30 boxes. Give it a title, My Addiction Quitting Bar from Journeus Maximus Bartholomew James III. On the left, you're gonna write all the dates and the name of your addictions, and each day you're gonna mark how many times you have performed that addiction. And that, when you have marked for a whole month, you have seen that in this month I have performed this addiction almost 30 times. And now you have the data that how you perform in a month. So the next month you're gonna get another chart paper, do the same thing, and then try reducing the intensity. And when that month, you're probably on, instead of 30 to 25. And then 20, and after a whole year you have gotten rid of that activity. This is a long-term activity, but it can quit any kind of addiction you want. It has worked for me, it's gonna work for you as well. In this video you have got to know 4 ways which is gonna help you now quit any kind of addiction you want, which are primal desire replacement, fixing our baseline, filling our time with high value activities, and reducing the intensity as the time goes on. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, hit the sub button and share it to everyone you know who need this. Thanks for watching. Peace.